What's up, YouTube? What's up, Discord? Welcome back to another breakdown. All right, so we took two trades today. One of those trades were break even, and the second trade we ended up hitting full take profit at the liquidity target. So I'm gonna go ahead and break down these two trades for you here. You can kind of see the short is the main trade that we won on. We tried to take a long. Unfortunately, we got break even. We tried to take another long earlier in the morning too, but I didn't like that trade, so I ended up closing that trade very as soon as I opened that, I closed. I didn't like it. But we tried to go again for another long, got break even on that one, and then we caught the short. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and break down exactly what I was looking at, and let's just look at the markets and let's break this down. All right, so it's crazy. Now we're all the way up here. This is exactly where I wanted the market to come into today anyways, is this 4 hour here. So it's really good that we're seeing that. But anyways, it's a good Friday, guys. It's crazy. The market was, if I show you guys this price action, the market was messing around all morning just to create that move later during the day. It's crazy as hell. Like, look at this shit, bro. Look at this. This is the first, first 10 minutes of price, first 15 minutes of price. We're just going back up and down, up and down, up and down. It's insane. It is insane. So as you guys can see, the market opened up right here, right? 9:30 open. And just to give you guys like a little bit more on here and what I was really looking at, to be honest with you, my bias this morning was kind of in the middle. I was in the middle because we took out all these lows here. You guys will pay attention. We took out all these lows, and but we do have SMT at this low right here. As you guys can see right here, boom, I put SMT there because we do have that right there. Boom. So ES ended up sweeping that low, and NQ did not sweep this low. So there was an SMT there. I was leaning a little bit bullish because of that, but to be honest, that wasn't like a major thing to me at the moment. So let's get into exactly what we were looking for at open. So you guys can see the market. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Boom. Replay feature isn't even working. All right, we'll go right here, because this is exactly where that first trade comes in. All right, so you guys can see the market opens it right here. We bullshit for at least 15 minutes. So I wasn't doing nothing here as the market opened. I believe I tried to take a long somewhere right here. I think so. And that was the long that I was talking about that I didn't like, because we were still had this 15-minute intermediate low down here, and then we still had this 30-minute here. And just to explain these two areas, and these are the most like closest valid areas that I would expect market to react from if it wanted to, especially since we already swept London lows. We swept London lows, and all the Asian liquidity is already taken out. So I was looking for more external targets, meaning this London external lows right here, or this 4 hour SIBI that was sitting right above us. Okay. And as you can see, the market came, and we tapped into that later on. But as the market was playing around, we did try to take this little mini inversion somewhere in here. This one right here, I didn't like it. I didn't like where we kind of sat at, and just the risk to reward just wasn't going to make sense for me. So I ended up getting out of that. All right. I ended up getting out of that, and we waited for the bigger trade, which came out right here. Now, this is a free 30-minute candle. As you can see right here, you can see that we have this large impulsive candle. We have this bearish candle, and then we have this bullish candle leaving this gap. So this was an area that I was looking for the market to react from. And then that 15 intermediate low, why is that important? You can see we have this wick that taps into this large gap, and this gap was created by 730. It's just one huge impulsive candle towards the upside. So there must be a lot of buying pressure inside of here, at least for the most part, right? This 15-minute came inside of here. We tapped into it, and we got this push towards the upside. So this low right here is a valid liquidity point for me, because we respected this big 15-minute imbalance, and we pushed away from it. Okay, so when the market comes back into that, and the fact that we also have a 30-minute gap sitting here as well, so when the market comes back into that, I'm looking to see if we're going to get a reaction after sweeping that and tapping into this area. And you can see that's exactly what we did. We ended up taking a 2-minute, I believe, in here. Yep, there it is. We ended up taking a 2-minute inversion after sweeping and tapping into this area. Boom. Entry was there. Stop loss was right here. and my take profit was above, somewhere above these highs. It was actually a little bit higher. I think I got a little bit higher, maybe up here, because we didn't hit full take profit on this. We were close, but we didn't hit full take profit. I believe my take profit was a little bit above this high, and that's why we ended up getting break even. So you can see the market does go higher, and we leave this singular wick right here. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, why didn't you just take profits? I don't know. I was already break even. I was actually expecting this market to actually go higher, like I said, because we have this 4 hour here. So I was expecting the market to at least push a little bit higher past these highs. But there was a lot of liquidity above these highs right here, as we can see. So the market gave a very strong reaction. And this actually goes into my next trade. The next trade we took was a short, because this applied the same rules to my entry, right? We sweep all of these highs, right? As you can see, we're sweeping all of these highs. And not only that, we had an S&T at these highs. As you can see right here, this high right here, we didn't sweep on ES, and on NQ, we swept that high. So that was the S&T divergence for me. Once I got this inversion right here, boom, once we got this inversion, same inversion on the 2-minute time frame, executed the trade, stop loss was above that body, and take profit was this low right here. We ended up going for a 1 to 2, of course, 1 to 2 here, stop loss right there, boom, and that was the short trade that we ended up taking this morning towards the downside. You can see 10:30 open, and look exactly, look at this wick, bro. Look at this wick. Exactly right here is where the market reacted after taking out this low. All right, so we end up getting our full take profit there on that trade. Crazy reactions. The market, like I said, was crazy this morning. We're kind of chopping back and forth. This wasn't the best conditions. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys this was the best conditions, and if you missed these trades, then you're stupid. No, I'm not going to tell you what social media is telling you. No, this was hard, okay? This morning was difficult. You got to really kind of have an idea of what you're doing or what you're looking for. Now, honestly, like I said, these are not the best setups. We're kind of just ranging back and forth, but you know, I was just following my rules and just doing what price showed me. Okay, so after that, the market ended up playing around for a little bit more. You can see we did go lower. I really stopped looking at the market after this. I seen that we did go lower, and we did create another entry opportunity beneath this low right here. So you can see this low right here. NQ ends up sweeping this low. Boom. So we end up sweeping this low right here. We go on the 1 minute time frame, and let's look. We end up sweeping this low, and we give. Boop, 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 boop. Where is it at? Where is that? There it is. I think so. Yep. So we end up sweeping this low, and we ended up giving this inversion right here. Boom. So here's another entry possibility for this. Entries come off here. Stop loss goes underneath this candle right there, and take profit somewhere around this 1 to 2. This was a second opportunity. A reason why you could have taken this trade, and I do believe this plays out well. Yeah. Actually, this might have been break even for me. Well, break even. Yeah, I would have been break even by the time that we hit this high. I think there's a 5 minute in here or something. No? Well, that's crazy. So we just got break even for no reason? No. Market goes lower. Break even on that. Let me see, because I do believe there was a potential trade here. I think, did we resweep this low? No, we did not resweep that low. So I see exactly what happened. So yes, we did get a SMT here. This is that same low, 723. As you can see right here, 723. So we do have an SMT here. So same criteria as earlier from the other trade. You can see that we're not sweeping this low, and we do end up delivering later on. But honestly, after I would have gotten break even here, I would have been looking for a resweep of this low right here. But since the SMT did hold, We have a 2-minute IFG right there. We have a 3-minute. Let's see what else we have. We have a 4-minute. So 4-minute IFG. See if better on the 1 minute, or you could take this 1 minute too. But to be honest, seeing what the market just did after this wick, 4-minute IFG would have been the best entry opportunity here. Boom, entry right here. Stop loss underneath this wick. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Let's see if we have anything else. Safer stop loss underneath this gap right here. And targets could be at this wick high or simply 1 to 2, how I would have taken it. And that would have been the second trade that you could potentially have taken. Like that, right? And that's exactly, you guys see exactly why I moved the stop loss. Because of this gap right here. All right. Those are the potential trades that you could have taken this morning, guys. I hope you guys got some good opportunities off the markets today. Like I said, don't beat yourself up. Today was not the best day, Friday. So don't beat yourself up over this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Do not forget to join the Discord, guys. Don't forget to join the Discord, right? It is free. Okay, it's a free Discord. Join us, come chat with us, come trade with us. And I will see you guys in the next one. Click the link down in the description. Peace out. Like and subscribe if you love these videos so I can keep making more. If you want more educational videos, let me know. I'll do more educational videos as well. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.